Okay, so welcome back. And now we're going to do an example where we have the triangle side, side, side. Okay, so in this example we're given three sides, A, B, and C. We have no angles. So we're going to start by using the law of cosines, and we're going to solve for one of the angles, right? So we got to get this started. So here, let's do angle A. So if we're going to solve for angle A, then the formula we need to use is going to be A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2B C cosine A. And so since we know A, B, and C, we're just going to solve for cosine A. Okay, so this will turn out to be cosine A is equal to A squared minus B squared minus C squared, right, divided by negative 2BC. Okay, so all I did was just solve for cosine A. So I just subtracted B squared and C squared, and then I just divided by negative 2BC. Okay, now at this point we're just going to plug in our values. Okay, and so we get, let's see, 20 squared minus 25 squared minus 18 squared over negative 2 times B, which is 25, times C, which is 18. Okay. And so what does this equal? This is going to be 400 minus, 25 squared, which is 625, minus 18 squared, which is 324, right? So 260, yeah, 324. And we'll get negative 900 on the bottom. Okay, so now the bottom, the top is going to become negative. So this is going to be negative 549 over negative 900, right? And so cosine, so if we take now, so this is cosine A is equal to this, so this is going to be positive, so the negatives will cancel. And so now what do we get? We get, so if we take the inverse cosine of both sides, we get A equals inverse cosine of 549 over 900. And what does that give us? That gives us an approximate value of alpha of 52.4 degrees. Oops, hold on, 52 point, let me look at that, 52.4. Okay, so 52.4 degrees, so that's going to be A. Okay, so now all we have to do is get one of the other angles. Okay, now we can use the law of cosines again, which is fine. And at this point, all we have to do is use the law of cosines again. Now, or we use the law of sines. Now, the thing is I would use, if you want to use the law of sines, now you could use this one and then solve for one of the angles using one of the other two, okay? And that would be fine. You'll probably get just as good an answer, but if you want to get a more exact answer, then use the law of cosines. But it doesn't matter. So at this point, you can do the law of sines and solve for one of the angles, and then you could use the fact that all three angles add up to 180, or you can use the law of cosines and solve for one of the angles. Either way will work fine. Okay? So, yeah, I'll leave that up to you. But at this point, you could either use the law of cosines and solve for C or B, or you can use the law of sines and solve for C or B. And once you solve for the other angle, then it's pretty much downhill. Have a good day.